Good everyone, you're watching Creative Fixes. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to fix invalid MS-DOS function file error in your Windows machine. Now, the invalid MS-DOS function error in Windows typically occurs when attempting to move, copy, delete, or renaming this file. It is generally caused by the file system incompatibilities, corrupted files, or issues with the system settings. So there are a couple of steps which you could try to get this issue resolved. Now, the first method to resolve this issue is to shorten the name of the file that you're copying from one location to another location. For example, if you have a file name which you're trying to copy from your computer to your external hard drive, or from your external hard drive to your computer, I would suggest you to keep the file name as short as possible. So as a demonstration, if you look at this file has got a lengthy file name. So to reduce the file name or shorten the file name, you can do a right click on the file name and then click on show more option, and then click on rename and reduce the file name to shorter version and hit enter, and then you can try to copy the file from one location to another location and check if your issue has been resolved. In case if your issue is resolved, you don't need to try the next step. Now the next step, what I would suggest you to do is I would suggest you to go and run a check disk command on your computer. To do this, you will have to click on the search, and in the search window you will have to type CMD. You will see the best match for the command prompt. You can do a right click on the command prompt and then click on run as administrator. In case if you get a user access control prompt, you may click on yes or continue on the screen. Once you receive or once you see the command prompt on your screen, you will have to copy or type the command in the command prompt window. You can copy the command from the video description and paste it here by doing a right click or paste. The command is to check disk. Once you have this command, you will get a prompt saying that check disk cannot run because the volume is in use by another process. Would you like to schedule this volume to be checked the next time the system restarts? You will have to click on yes and hit enter. Once that is done, it would close the command prompt window. So when you restart the computer the next time, it will go ahead and run or execute the check disk command. You will have to wait until the check disk is completed. Once your computer restarts, try to copy the file from one location to another location and check if your issue has been resolved. This should definitely fix the problem. Now, in spite of trying all this step, and if you're still facing a problem, now the next step is to go ahead and optimize and defragment drive. To do this, you will have to open the drive on the computer. You can open the File Explorer. You can do a right click on the Start button and then click on File Explorer. On the left hand side, you will have to go ahead and click on this PC. Once you click on this PC, you would see the drives which are connected to the computer. So you can go ahead and optimize or defragment the default drive, which is your C drive. You can do a right click and then click on show more option or click on properties. Once you're on the properties, you may go ahead and click on tools and then click on optimize. Once you click on optimize, you would see the different drives which are currently connected to the computer. So you can choose the default drive and then click on optimize. Restart your PC after completing the optimization and then check if your issue has been resolved. In case if your issue has been resolved, well and good, you don't need to try the next step. Now the next step is to go ahead and create and configure the copy file buffered sync registry key on the computer. To do this, you will have to do a right click on the start button and then click on run. In the run window, you will have to type regedit to open the registry editor. Click on OK. In case if you get a user access control prompt, you may click on yes or continue on the screen. Now, if your registry key is in this order, you can choose the registry key and hit left arrow key on your keyboard so that your registry key collapses and it is in this structure. Once you have the registry key in this structure, you will have to navigate to a certain registry key. Now, before you make any registry changes, I would strongly suggest you to follow the steps carefully so that you don't delete or make incorrect entries. So just in case if you make any incorrect entries or delete any different registry key, there are chances that your computer may not function properly. So once your registry key is in this structure, you will have to go ahead and locate to HK local machine, expand HK local machine and then locate software. And then once you have software, you will have to go ahead and locate for policies. It would be in alphabetical order. Expand policies. Once you have policies, you will have to go ahead and expand Microsoft. Under Microsoft, you will have to locate Windows and expand Windows, and then locate for system. Once you're on the system, you will have to go ahead and create a registry key with the new DWORD value. So on the right hand side, on an empty space, you will have to do a right click and then click on new. You will have to go ahead and create a DWORD of this registry key. You can copy the file name from the video description and paste it here, and make sure it is of same value or of same name. Once you have this registry or a DWORD created, you will have to hit enter and make sure the value has been set to 1. To do this, you will have to do a right click and then click on modify, change the value from 0 to 1, and then click on OK. Once this is done, you can go ahead and close the registry editor, restart your computer, and then check if your issue has been resolved. In case if your issue has been resolved, well and good, you don't need to try that. Now the next step is to go ahead and repair the system files using the SFC and DISM tool. To do this, you will have to open command prompt on your computer. So you can go to the search and type CMD, and you will see the best match for the command prompt. You can do a right click and then click on run as administrator, and then click on yes. Once you have the command prompt open, you can copy and paste the command from the video description, or you can type the command using your keyboard. The command is sfc /scan now. Once you have this command in the command prompt window, you can go ahead and hit enter. This will go ahead and execute the command on your computer. So once the command has been successfully executed, you will see the verification at 100%. Once this command has been executed, you will have to go ahead and execute the DISM command. You can copy the command from the video description and paste it here by doing a right click. It should paste the command. This will go ahead and deploy the image servicing and management tool on the computer. It will have to execute the command to the 100%. This will take about 5 to 10 minutes depending on the speed of the computer. Once this is done, you may go ahead and restart your computer and check if your issue has been resolved. This should definitely fix the problem. In spite of trying all this step, if you're still facing a problem, I would suggest you to leave me a comment in the comment section so that I can come up with the possible solution. I hope this video was useful. In case if you like this video, please make sure to hit the like button and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Have a great day.